good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the internet world. Welcome to another edition of Golden Independence, and congratulations, congratulations to Donald J. Trump, marking this. It is the 6th of November here in Bermuda, and Donald Trump is once again the president of the USA, the United States of America. And I gotta say, I feel disgustingly optimistic about the future. Um, Disgustingly optimistic about the future of just life. Period. Yeah, and primarily because I know that I'm positioned. But to get right into it, Bitcoin is up, right? 75,000. Bitcoin's already on the surge, ladies and gentlemen. Um, as we speak, Bitcoin is reaching new all time highs right now, right? And things are about to things are about to get real interesting, right? We're three-quarters of the way to 100,000, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say this again: we are three-quarters of the way to $100,000 Bitcoin, right? Three quarters. This is um this is an amazing uh time period. Yeah. Um, just watching. I'm actually watching PBD, um, Patrick Bet David. For those of you who don't know the acronym or the podcast, I was watching the PBD. They're still on. They're still going live, right, and still going through the elections and the call-ups, and they're waiting for Donald Trump to make his speech. And Donald Trump is not even like it's already over, right? It's over. His reach is one past the 270. Is one, right? And in true Donald Trump fashion, his holding off from making his speech because he's a showman. Yeah, he's a showman. He's an entertainer as well, right? He's been in the entertainment business, the entertainment industry, so he knows how to work the crowd, and why not? This is his last 4 years, right? This is his second go around, right? This is his second go around. Why rush? Why rush anything? Anything that's worth waiting, we wait. Just like $100,000 Bitcoin, just like $1 million Bitcoin, just like a $10 million Bitcoin, just like a $1 billion Bitcoin. It's worth the wait, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? Bitcoin is showing that the wait is worth it. 75,000 for one Bitcoin already, right? Bitcoin, like before the election, Bitcoin was struggling to even touch 70. Remember? Congratulations to all of those who acquired Bitcoin, um, uh, at 50,000, right? And who acquired it at 60,000. Yeah. If it does go back there, um, I'm going to say this right now. I'm documenting on my stream. If it does go back down to the 50s and 60s, hey, you better scoop up as much as you can, right? You got to scoop up as much Bitcoin or Satoshis as you can because we're about to go parabolic, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to go parabolic. Bitcoin is about to explode, go way, way, way up there, way up there. That's right. Um, what I like about this situation is just it's just the energy of it. That's what I like. I like the energy of this thing and how it just well, I mean, Bitcoin is energy, right? It's the ultimate measurement of energy. The ultimate measurement of energy. We finally have something that can measure energy. This is another reason why you want to get involved with Bitcoin because it's it's the reward you receive for your time, for your time, for your time, your effort, all of your efforts that you put into life. That's that is a reason why you should be acquiring Bitcoin. If you feel that you know you gotta, if let's say you're working at a company and you feel that your boss isn't paying you as they should, or they don't appreciate your work, or they don't appreciate your effort, you could put a few hundred or maybe $50 a week to acquire Bitcoin, to acquire some satoshis, and just save it and watch what happens in the next 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. The next 4 years are going to be monumental. And in the next 4 years, that that $50, right? That $50 can change your trajectory. And I'm not talking about getting $50 and hoping. I'm talking about treating it like a savings plan. Whether you get paid, if you get paid weekly, $50 a week into Satoshis, and you keep doing that. Or you could take $100 and get one shared booster, which is a one-time payment with BitHarvest, a one-time deal, one-time payment. And then you let the income producing asset mine those Satoshis throughout your day while you're working. Because while you're working, you will be receiving millions of Satoshis. And when one Satoshi equals $1, you would be thrilled, more than thrilled, disgustingly optimistic that you took $100, right? That you took $100 from your labor of your efforts, and you acquired a shared bit booster, just a shared bit booster, not even a full bit booster, a shared bit booster, $100, a fraction, and you're receiving fractions of the fastest performing asset, the that's outperforming everything, and you're acquiring fractions of this asset daily, and it's millions of it. It's millions. And even if you was to take $50, right, you're basically getting millions of satoshis. Think of that. And why I get why I get excited about that is because of my knowledge and my education from this crypto space with the KBC, because I know how powerful it is when something is, you know, when you have a lot of something. Because I remember when I was in the previous project, getting a crypto project where I was getting uh where it was like half a penny, right? But I was coming out of pocket, and I kept acquiring, and stacking up until I had like, you know, millions of this token. Well, now if you look at satoshis as the new crypto, right? Instead of Bitcoin, let's look at satoshis. If you look at satoshis as the new crypto, satoshis are pennies on the dollar. It's pennies for one satoshi. It's pennies. So you don't need a whole lot to benefit from satoshis. So when the value of a satoshi reaches that unit of account of $1, right? For $1, that one satoshi reaches the value of $1, that unit of account, you're going to be so glad. You know what? You It'll be the equivalent feeling of someone saying 6 months or even a year ago that Donald Trump is going to be president, or Donald Trump's going to win the election, or somebody that sees that Donald Trump is going to win the election from early on in the year. You're going to have that same feeling. And yes, people are going to laugh at you and call you a whole bunch of names and saying you don't know what you're saying, you know what you're talking about, and all the rest of it. But it doesn't stray from the fact that, I mean, when you know, right? When you know, when when you know, because your head's not only clouds, when you know you're grounded about something, right? When you know you're grounded about something. The fact that Donald Trump is president, if you are someone who is looking at the Donald Trump presidency campaign and run, and you were actually listening, you knew hands down that he was going to win. This is the same feeling that you should have with Bitcoin if you've been following this channel. And what I'm saying about the Satoshis, right? The Satoshis is the next millionaire, if not billionaire wave. The Satoshis is the next wave, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about the Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to take care of itself. Stack them sats. Stack them sats. I'm got my farm. I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm got my farm. Yeah, right. What about farming right now? Digital agriculture. See, if Bitcoin is a commodity, that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm treating it. I'm treating it like, like any other commodity. I'm growing it. I'm investing in opportunities and projects that help to grow, that help to nurture, right? To multiply. That's what I'm about. It's about multiplication, to be in the abundance. And when you stand true, you hold firm, because you know because we're here now, right? We are positioned, and when that wave comes, well, we are ready to ride. We're ready to ride the wave to shore, and we won't get wiped out like the people who are already on shore. They're going to get wiped out by the wave. because they're not prepared. They're not prepared. So they're going to get wiped out. The people who are not prepared, who are not positioned, they're going to be running, trying to get Satoshis, but all they're going to be doing is making our bags bigger. That's right. Because with our BitHarvest accounts, right, it's going to go from $10 a day to $100 a day to $1,000 a day. I mean, that's another aspect. That part is going to come quicker, right? Watch this. With BitHarvest, that last part that I just said is going to come before one Satoshi equaling $1. That's long term, right? I believe that's going to happen within the decade, but within this 4 years, us at BitHarvest in this next 4 year cycle with Donald Trump, I'm going to end it with this with BitHarvest. Why you should be at BitHarvest, because at the end of 4 years, it's quite possible we could be receiving $1,000 a day with BitHarvest. And if you're receiving $1,000 a day with BitHarvest, remember one full BitBooster is 1,000. And I'm just fresh off the TBD uh, podcast where he talks about reinvesting in his company, reinvesting. Like when when you're making money and you want your company, your business to be successful, you have to reinvest. So if you believe in the BitHarvest project, and when the BitHarvest um, output starts performing, right? Because when we're going to be getting these satoshis, and when the value of the satoshis starts reading $1,000 a day, that's correct. Digital farming, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Red Star, bless up. $1,000 a day. Now we're at the point where not only are we mining in our sleep, but we're using the system to build more. We're not coming out of our own pocket. We're we're building our farm, growing our farms using the same system. It's the same income producing asset. And with the more bit boosters we have, right, the stronger the Bitcoin network. So Bit Harvest. So if you're for Bitcoin, you should be for Bit Harvest, because Bit Harvest is going to help to provide security to the network. It's going to make it more secure because it's going to be even more decentralized. Why? Because more people are going to be mining it. Eventually, BitHarvest is one of the greatest opportunities right now, in real time as we speak. BitHarvest is the greatest opportunity right now. BitHarvest is the greatest opportunity right now because all over the YouTube, they're talking about regarding Bitcoin. They're talking about Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining is it's like the main subject, the main talking point. It's not just about price. Well, the podcast that I'm looking at, the channels that I'm viewing, the information that I'm seeing a lot different people all over the world, different aspects that are talking about mining, whether it's the president of Suriname to Russia, right? That it's that expensive across the globe from east to west. They're talking about mining, and we already know that Donald Trump has mentioned at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville that he wants to have majority of the mining of Bitcoin to be done in the United States of America. And for the mining, so he's gonna so I can see him uh, creating opportunities for people or companies, right, to mine Bitcoin and probably give them tax breaks as well, right? So that people can mine Bitcoin. At the same time, they're going to be creating gold certificates, the Treasury. They're going to be creating gold certificates to purchase Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. So now that Donald Trump is in office, they already have the Bitcoin Act, which is going to engage the United States Treasury to create gold certificates to buy Bitcoin, to where they have the Bitcoin in their possession. And and let me tell you something. When it comes to the United States government, they are not going they are not going to have Bitcoin as an ETF. It's not going to be an ETF. They are going to have custody, right? The US is going to have custody of the Bitcoin. It's not going to be held by another entity, a trust like BlackRock. No, it's going to be, you know, that that Bitcoin account, that Bitcoin address is going to be custodied to the United States government, and they are going to have ownership over that, and they're going to acquire Bitcoin to go to that public address, and then and because Bitcoin is you know it's open, it's open source, right? The people will also be able to see how much Bitcoin the U.S. Treasury actually does have. See what I'm saying? So, but to bring it back to the mining part of it, and we are already, we're in front of that. We're front running the mining explosion that is to come in the next 4 years. Watch how many times we're going to hear mining. Pay attention. You're going to hear about people doing uh, exploring mining opportunities all over the world. It's on, ladies and gentlemen. It's on. Congratulations once again to Donald Trump. And I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for the next 4 years. I'm gonna be this. This is it. This is our season. This is our time now. Yeah, this is our time now. We're on the right side of the fence on this one. We have the digital gold, which is Bitcoin. Yes, and there is no second best. Take care, everybody. Golden Independence out.